Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. Hey, Vern. Welcome, 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 my friend. If you would like to come up with me, Vern, I'll drop the StreamYard link. Just let me know. I'd love to have you up here. You are such a great conversationalist, and I just love you. So let me know, and I will drop it. Welcome, welcome, Fluffy Dark Master. You have been so faithful, my friend, and I really, really thank you for being here. Manuel Zapien, thank you, thank you. You know, I'm coming on here late for me. You know, normally if I come on about probably about 8:30. But my husband, welcome, Big Tim, welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench. So I took my bubble bath, so I'm all fresh. I'm all fresh for y'all. Okay, I smell good. Hey, Miss Kay, welcome, welcome. And Shavana and my friend Brenda Land, welcome, welcome. Brenda, I hope you come up with me tonight. Let me know, and I'm going to drop the link, and you're very welcome. Miss Kay, you're very welcome to come up here too. Shavana, thank you so much for being here. Shavana is amazing. Her channel is amazing. Please connect to Shavana. Let me go ahead and put this in here. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong place. Okay, let's see. There it is. There it is. Brenda and Vern, love to have you come up. Miss Kay, Siobhan, if you want to come up, you're very, very welcome. I have not met you in person yet on here, in person on YouTube, but it would be great. I've seen you've got a wonderful channel. Welcome, Anna, and welcome, Mr. I'm going to give you mod wrenches. If I did not give you a mod wrench, would you please just make another comment, and I will give you a mod wrench, okay? So anyhow, I wasn't going to come on. Well, I was going to come on, but my husband, I took my bubble bath. You know, I love to take my bubble bath. And my husband gets up very, very early. So he goes to bed early. And we sat out on our front porch after dinner. And I said to him, well, let's go watch one of our favorite YouTubers, because we have some favorite YouTubers that we only watch them together. They're like RV channels. One is a guy that drives around in his Jeep and lives out of his Jeep. One of them is they sell around the world. Then there's another couple that are always on some kind of adventure. And so we love, love, love to sit down. It's very relaxing for us, and we do that as a couple. So I have my own videos that I watch by myself. He has his own, but we have our own together. And so I don't like to watch them without him. So, yeah, Fluffy, Fluffy, it's crazy. Brenda, do you know, Brenda, that I've had to go back to your channel every day, today too, every day to resubscribe to yours, to Norgus's, to Noni May's, and quite a few others. They just keep taking me off of your channels. I'm starting to feel unloved. So anyhow, I dropped the StreamYard, Brenda. If you'd like to come up, Miss Kay, you're welcome to come up. Siobhan, you're welcome to come up. Vern, I hope you come up. So I was on live today for about, I don't know, an hour or two. I don't know how long I was on. So it was all good. You know, it was all good. But I told you all what happened to me last night. Okay, I told you. I came on for about 15 minutes and I said, I'm over. I'm done for tonight. And what happened was I had put out the notification that I was going to be on. I put it out 6 hours earlier. Well, what I didn't realize, at least with my channel, once you put that notification out, they only put one notification out. So when I came on, they didn't notify anybody that I was on. So I was sitting here with only the people that saw the original notification 6 hours earlier. And so I think Big Tim was here, and I just said, you know what? You've got to know when to quit. And I said, you know what? I'm quitting for the night. I'm quitting for the night. And so I did. I did, because, you know, I could have sat here all evening and no one would have come in, because YouTube did not let people know that I was on live. So, but anyhow, welcome, Ellie Lee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, you know, Ellie Lee, people are not getting the notifications Robert Mack, welcome, welcome. They're not getting the notifications until the next day. And it's not just happening to me, it's happening to a lot of people. And I don't know why, but it is. It really is. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I don't complain. I just move on because there's things that you can complain about that you can make change to. And then there's things that you can't change. And this is one of them. But anyhow, my kids are all in the kitchen, so I'm out here on Grandma's porch. And my husband and I watched our favorite YouTubers, so that was fun. And then he went to bed. So now I'm here with all y'all. So I'm sitting here with y'all. So Brenda, are you still on your trip, my friend? Because I didn't want to, I looked for you and I thought, well, Brenda's on, I'm just going to go on her live and then I'm not going to do my own live. So that's what I did tonight, even though we don't, you know, we still go on at the same time and all that. But I thought, nah, I'll just hang out at Brenda's. So if you don't have Brenda Land, you do want to connect with Brenda Land. Okay. Let me put my glasses back on here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ellie Lee. Thank you. Thank you, Shavonna. Now I know. Okay, Shavonna, you have the same name, right? Same name? Okay, because the way it's working now, a lot of people from YouTube send me a friend request, and the problem is they don't recognize the name. And I get a lot of those scammers, you know what scammers I'm talking about, that, you know, say, I want to marry you and all this kind of stuff. So I just delete any friend request that I don't recognize the person. So now I recognize your name, Shavonna. So that's great. That's great. Yes, Ellie Lee. Tybee Island is a 2-mile long island. And we've had the house there since our kids were babies. We lived there full time when our kids were babies, and then we moved around, and then now we're permanent here and permanent there. So that's our part-time home. So I have a big decision to make, and I really, really need your help with it. Y'all know I don't like I-95 through South Carolina. I've tried to find alternative routes, but the alternative routes take about an extra 2 hours, and it's already a 5-hour drive. And I want to go. I'm going to go down. Well, I'm thinking about going down. I shouldn't say I'm going down. Welcome, Mr. Positive. Thank you for being here, my friend. Anyone that doesn't have Mr. Positive, please connect to Mr. Positive. He's so positive, and he comes to my channel, and he's a great supporter. Okay, and you'll love him. You'll love his content. So I'm either going to go tomorrow or Friday, or I'm not going at all. Now, my husband's going back down with my daughter on Friday. My 2 sons are now staying here. They were down there last weekend with my husband. Now, and I was down there last weekend. So I don't know. This is the thing. I won't have my son with me. I won't have my daughter with me because she's working all day tomorrow, so she can't leave till late. So it's going to be me driving I-95 by myself. You know, I've never been afraid on a freeway. Well, it's not a freeway. It's a 2-lane interstate on each side with a zillion cars, bumper to bumper, because everybody from up north is coming down. Everybody from the south is coming up, and they go through South Carolina to do it. And they're treating it like a racetrack now. And it's really, really scary. It's really scary. And I drive the speed limit. I do everything right. But I've had people and literally cut directly inches away from me, in front of me, and cross over. It's just scary. So if I got to get used to it, you know, it's never was like that before. I-95 was always, you know, busy and crazy, but not like it is today. So I don't know whether to go tomorrow, go Friday, or not go at all. I just don't know. So I'd like to go down because my daughter's going to be there and she wants me there so we can do the beach together, because my husband's still remodeling and he doesn't have time. And she's going to stay. She's not going to stay at the beach house. She's going to stay with Nana. And Nana is 90 years old, and Nana is like the kids' grandmother. She's not really their grandmother, but we've known her since the kids were babies. And so she loves the kids. She loves the kids. So my daughter's going to stay with Nana. Welcome, Ariel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. Positive, there are no slow days. There are no slow days, and there's wrecks constantly. Coming back, there was a wreck in front of us, and then my husband's coming back, a wreck in front of him. I mean, but the thing about it is, it's not just speeders. It's people that really are doing really dangerous things, like going on the berm of the road at 90 miles an hour, and then they cut in front of you, they cut in front of someone else, and they cut in front of someone else, and they think it's funny, you know, and it's just scary. It's just scary. And I haven't figured out a good alternative, an alternative route. So, and I won't have either of my sons with me, or my daughter, or my husband. So it'll just be me. But guaranteed, I'm going to videotape the whole way down. I'm going to stop along the way and let y'all know what's going on. I'm going to tell you that if I go. I'm not sure yet, not sure. So I hope you're all connecting with each other. Please share me out. I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you share me out. And, you know, because that's the only way I can grow. And so today I kind of went through my whole spiel. I said, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to do these live streams because not enough people are sharing me out. And without sharing me out, I don't grow sitting here. You all grow, but I don't grow. You know, we grow, like when I go to Brenda Land's stream, I grow. Okay. When I go to Norgus R's, or I go to so many other channels, Gina's channel, Van Life with Gina, or Alex Langfeld, you know, I grow. But when I come to my own stream, I don't grow. You don't grow in your own pond. Okay. So Brenda says, same thing in Florida. Everyone drives crazy. Brenda, but this was not even fast. It wasn't speed. It was insanity. These were people that know there's no patrolman. I thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Are you coming up, Brenda? I hope Brenda comes up. I really do. I hope Brenda comes up here. But do share me out. Please share me out. I appreciate it. Stephen, welcome. Thank you. And if you don't know Fluffy Jackmaster, please connect. And Stephen, I'm doing amazing. I really am. I have no complaints. I'm grateful. When I look at what goes on, you know, and I am so grateful. I've had my own share of problems in life, so I'm not saying I haven't, but at the moment I am happy. I got my health. I'm 63 years old. I go to the beach. Welcome, Tech Nicholas. I haven't seen you forever. Great to see you, my friend. Great to see you. So, you know, this is the thing, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm ambivalent. And I'm normally ambivalent, but I got to get it behind me. I got to get that part of me that says, you know what, you're just going to get back out there. You're going to have to do this on a regular basis because now you got the beach house again. You know, we were renting the beach house out for a number of years and renting it out to other people. And then we took it back and we remodeled the whole thing from A to Z, the walls, the floors, furniture, you name it. We're putting a whole brand new balcony on the front so that will overlook the lighthouse completely. You know, everything. Oh, there's my friend Vern. There she is. Hey, Vern. Oops. Whatever. Hey, Vern.
Hi, I'm trying to come in through my computer, but I think I might have to turn you off on the other. I'm still here. Just give me a second to turn it down.
Okay.
But I can hear me.
Oh, Ellie Lee, that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much. Just Ellie Lee, if you tell friends about me, I appreciate it. And anyone that doesn't have Ellie Lee, you really want to help her get to her 1,000. So Ellie Lee is wonderful. Shavana is amazing. And Mr. Positive, and we have Tech Nicholas here, and Stephen. And, you know, how are you? You look beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I did a live stream earlier and I had my earrings and all that. So I took everything off.
Your camera ready.
Oh my God. What's the name of it? Tybee Island?
Tybee Island.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love the water. So when you showed that when you were picking up your son, it was beautiful.
Thank you. Well, come visit. You'll love Tybee Island. It's only 2 miles long. 2 miles long.
Really?
and a
Wow.
half-mile wide, and it's right on the ocean, and it's a real
Beautiful.
island. And how they connected it to the mainland is through this little bridge. So they take this little bridge. You have to go through a couple islands to get there, which are like all marsh. There's no houses or anything.
Wow.
And so when the weather gets bad, all those roads get flooded over, and you can't get off the island. So you cross over this little tiny bridge, and then you get onto the island, and it's 2 miles long. You can walk from one end to the other. People use golf carts or the scooters.
Oh,
And
wow.
so, yeah. So we have a golf cart and a scooter, and we do all that. So
Did you tell your husband what I said?
I did, and you know what? You made his day, and I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you. I made him read the comment. You know, he had worked really, really hard on the remodeling, and I set him down to do something on the computer, and he looked in the camera and he says, "Oh my gosh, I look old." And I said, "No, you don't." I said, "You look so handsome." And I said, "I'm going to prove it to you." And I said, "Not because I love you, but I'm going to prove it to you." So I went over to your comments, and I showed him the comment, and you made his day.
Because you were showing the food, and then he said, "Oh, it's cold out here," and then you said, "Okay, well, wait a minute, we might have to go back inside." And the camera went up, and it caught. I was like, "Oh, it's kind of it was a cutie pie."
Yep, he is, and he's a wonderful husband. He really
Oh,
is.
that's nice.
We are really compatible. I mean, we're very different, but we're very the same. You know, on the basic levels, we're the same. We think the same, but on the superficial levels, we're very different. You know, he's very technical, and I'm very artistic. You know, I have grandma's house. You know, I mean, it's got antiques and paintings.
It's a beautiful house too. I like old houses like that.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
It's just got everything. But then we've got our beach house, which has his personality, which has, you know, it's all streamlined. And so, you know, but he puts up all my paintings. He's got all my paintings going up. So it gives that part of me, you know.
My anniversary is tomorrow.
Huh?
My anniversary is tomorrow.
Congratulations. How many years?
21 years married, and we've been together 30. This is my second marriage. I was a widow previous. And this is my second marriage. So
wow. So what are you going to do for your 21st anniversary?
I think we're going to go out to this Italian restaurant on the weekend, not out to eat, to get it and come back home. They sell these Italian nachos.
Oh my gosh, you're making me hungry.
Amazing. They are, I can't wait to get some. They are
now,
delicious.
Are they really nachos?
They're real nachos, not the nachos you get from the store. These are real Italian nachos. The tortilla is made and it's crispy, and then they have the meat and the. I'm gonna take a picture of it and do a short video. It is.
Yeah, make a video of it. You know, make a video. I mean, it sounds so awesome.
It is.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
It's so big, and I can actually eat it all. I know that's terrible.
So what would you say as your secrets and your advice or your suggestions for a long-term marriage?
Let the man think he's right sometimes. We as women, I'm serious, because we as women always, you know, we know, but sometimes we have to. Okay,
that's right.
You're right.
That's right. I agree.
You know, bite our tongue and swallow our pride. You know, nothing wrong with that. Always laugh. Always laugh. And never be afraid to talk about everything. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to talk about it. Never just break up. Oh, I didn't want to tell you. And look, I went to the dollar store and I spent $150. I'm telling them. I know, right? Look, I did it. I'm telling you now.
You must have bought a lot of stuff at the dollar store. You know, I do. I come out with I go in for one item and I come out with about 50. I really do. I love the dollar store.
Yep.
I do.
I try not to get a cart when I go in there. I try my best not to get a cart because I'm done.
You know what? I found they have the best cleaning products. They have wonderful cleaning products. I love to get the cleaning products because I love to clean. So what would be another another suggestion, um, um, a suggestion to you for a long-term marriage?
You guys are friends. Some people don't think that they're not friends. You are friends. Never let the children come in between you.
I agree.
Because remember, you two were a couple before the kids came. In most instances, make sure that you guys agree on a lot of things.
Yes.
It's a partnership. It's not you anymore. It's not I, or me, me, me. It's us.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you say is yours?
You know what? It changes through the years, but I would say have a lot of fun. Keep your relationship fun. Do not constantly talk about problems, because the longer a marriage goes on, people begin to talk only problems. As soon as they get in the door, let me tell you about how bad my day was. Let me tell you about how the kids acted up. Let me tell you, we've got this extra bill that we got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Stop talking about all the problems and go do something fun. Bring back new energy. Be goofy, be silly, have fun, do things together, dream together. I mean, this whole Tybee Island thing with the house and renovating, that's our Tybee Island family epic adventure. And we're creating that. And it's for our whole family, but it's our adventure. Keep adventure in your marriage. I really, really think you've got to keep the adventure in your marriage, and keep goal setting. Always have dreams. Talk about your dreams with each other instead of talking about your problems.
And root each other on. If they like you said, your husband wanted the Tybee Island. You may not have been really like 100% for it, but kind of go there for a minute, see what he says, and maybe you may like it. And look, now you do. So
Yeah.
you
Oh, I
always
love
have to root
it.
each
I
other
love
on.
it. It's like going back home. It's like
Mm-hmm.
going back home, because, the kids were babies, and I remember pulling them in the wagon, feeding the seagulls, all of that. And it's the same house, the same house that we lived in. So we have all these childhood memories from when they were little, so it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Do you live in grandma's house? Is that your residence?
Yeah.
Or is
It was.
Tybee Island your? Oh, that's your residence.
They're both
Okay.
our residents. Both of them are residents. Grandma's house is, I'm grandma. I'm grandma. But actually, the theme of my channel really goes to my grandma, because my grandma is
Aww.
that is really, we always sat on grandma's swing. We solved the world's problems on grandma's swing. We laughed on grandma's swing. We cried on grandma's swing. And my wisdom came from grandma. And so when we bought this house, and we've had it for quite a few years now, I've always had a penchant towards antiques and everything. And so I call it Grandma's house. But this is our main home, and that's really now our secondary home, although that used to be our first home.
Okay. Yeah. That's
but
nice, Grandma.
You would love Tybee Island. You would love to come there. You would love to come there. I mean, it's like a small little town. You can walk everywhere, and people are really nice. They're really friendly. The food is good, and the beaches are beautiful.
Gotta have the
Absolutely
good
beautiful.
food.
Yeah.
See, I'm a city girl.
Yep.
Girl.
And it's not expensive. I mean, the property is expensive because there's no more land there to build on, and they can only build 2 levels up. So you can't build above 2 or 3 levels. So you can't build like a high rise. And
Good.
so there's nothing else to buy. You can't, so you have to either buy a house, and if you want a new house, you have to tear the one down and build another one. Sandra Bullock built her house there. She had her house there for 20 years.
Wow.
She lived there, and we would see her at the local IGA, because
was she nice?
Yeah. So Sandra Bullock was there. There's other movie stars that live there. And I mean, but it's a very simple island. That's what makes it special.
Was she nice? Like, did she speak, or she was
Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. Of course, she's very private too, because when you're that famous, you have to kind of be, more kind of, I guess, skeptical of everybody, So tell me more. Tell me what's going on in your life.
Well, today I did a live stream on Vern's Young Closet about. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
about money and savings and what to do with your stimulus checks and stocks. So that was a really,
Wow.
really good live. They didn't even want me to get off. I was like, I have to go. So that
Mhm.
was a good live. So
So
I
what were
won't be
some of the
back.
things you talked about? Can you share some of the things you talked about?
Sure. I shared about not spending your whole stimulus check in one spot.
Yep.
Make sure you put some on the side, but also make sure you buy yourself something nice. People always get money and want to save it, save it, save it. Okay, but what did you do for yourself? You need to splurge on yourself once in a while. I'm not saying go out and buy something for $1,000, but if you wanted to buy a nice, you know, expensive shirt or purse, or, buy yourself something nice. It doesn't have to be expensive, like $50 or $60. I also talked about giving something to charity.
Mhm.
Because
Oh,
money is not
absolutely.
everything. It is nice, but it's not everything. So give something to charity. I also talked about saving. So you do have to pay yourself first. I know you want to pay bills, but you need to pay yourself first and have a cushion and an emergency fund separate
Yes.
from your savings.
Mhm.
And then I
Mhm.
talked about stocks. Investing in stocks is amazing. It doesn't cost a lot. And be careful about telling everybody about how much money you have or how much money you got or something like that, because not everybody is nice. And
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
be careful. Oh, I got my stimulus check today. Da, da. You don't have to tell everybody. Why
Mhm.
do we need to know?
Mhm.
When I was growing up and my mother and father had money, I didn't even know they had money. They didn't tell me, oh, I got my taxes today. They didn't tell
That's
us.
right. That's
You
right.
just knew that there was food in the house, you had light and gas, and you were taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
My husband and I were sitting out on the porch tonight, as I said, and one of the things I said to him, I said, this is a question I asked him. I was just putting it out there. I wasn't really asking him. Welcome, Ray. Welcome, welcome. I said to him, I said, would you rather have, when you die, would you rather have a big bank account or would you rather have great memories? And I've chosen great memories. I've chosen great memories. And I'm living my adventure now. I'm living my life now. I'm 63.
Mhm.
I've had friends that have died far younger than me.
Mhm.
And so, I realize how fragile life is. And I want to create it with my family. I want our memories to include our adult children, which are young, they're in their
Mhm.
early 20s. I want it to include them so that they will
Mhm.
have memories with us if they want to be. And they love Tybee Island. So we made an adventure that they would love and that we would love that can include them.
Mhm.
And so I'm living
Right.
now. There's
You can't
no
take it with you. You might as
can't take
well
it.
enjoy it.
That's right. Right.
I've seen so many people retire and within 2 or 3 months they're gone. And
Oh,
it's like, did they
absolutely.
even get to enjoy it? Like, what are you waiting for? Enjoy it. I know you want to leave it for
Absolutely.
your kids, but you need to do something for you too.
You know what I remember? You bring that to mind. About 10 years ago, a very close friend who was really like an aunt to me, and she called me up and she said, guess what? I just paid off my house. I just paid off my house. She was so excited and she just retired. She just retired. She just paid off her house. And 9 months later, she was gone. Yeah. So I'm not saying don't pay off your house, and I'm not saying just because you retire that's going to happen. But what I'm saying is we just never know. So live now and enjoy your life, create your memories. So for
Mhm.
me, I would rather have be rich in memories than to be rich in my bank account when I die.
Mhm. Do you
You
have
know,
grandchildren yet or not yet?
not yet, not yet. But I have three kids that are like grandchildren.
Now, are they wearing masks out there?
They do. They
Oh,
do.
okay.
Yeah, actually, on Tybee Island and the surrounding area, it's even more so. I don't know why,
Maybe
but
because it's smaller.
maybe I don't know. But everywhere you go, even on the beach, you'll see people with masks.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, I don't wear them on the beach.
Yeah,
You
because I'm
know.
like, if you're spaced out, then you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Only
Oh,
if you're in close quarters.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the grocery store. I don't know about where you are, but I'm in New York, and
Mm.
it's like people are literally like right here on your shoulders, and I'm like, back up, like.
Yeah.
I don't want what you got, and I'm quite sure you don't want if I got something. So just back up. Why do you have to be in my space? Like,
Right.
that's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
So
everything made with Ellie. How are you?
she's got a
Welcome
wonderful
in.
channel. She has an amazing channel. And I know you're connected to most of my friends in here, Vern, aren't you?
Yeah,
Because you come
some I don't know, but
regularly.
yeah.
But Ellie Lee has a wonderful channel. Of course, we have John Baker Ballard here. We have Mr. Positive. We have Ray Juice. We have Shavana. Shavana is fairly new to my channel. She has an amazing channel. Um, and, you know, we just have wonderful people. So I want to share with you, I don't know if you were here. Were you here when I talked about what happened last night when I came on live? I had put my notification out 6 hours early. And when I came on live, nobody got notification.
Yeah,
So
I did hear you talking about that.
So I just ended my stream. I just ended it because nothing I could do would get it to, you know, unless I came back on. I could have come back on and then it would have worked. But nobody got it was, except for the people that saw the notification, nobody got a notification. Plus, I'm being unsubscribed from people, and I don't understand that. Have you been unsubscribed?
It's not a mandate to wear a mask, but they ask for you to wear one. Yeah. And see, that's another thing, not to be political, but I just don't understand if the president says wear a mask, if it's a worldwide pandemic, what makes you think your state is better that they don't have to wear masks? I don't understand that part. I could just not be understanding, you know, I'm not right, I'm not wrong. But that part I don't understand.
Welcome, Information Man Show. Welcome, Happy Meal
Information
Vlog.
Man.
Yeah, welcome. So what happened last night is I just said, you know what? I did a video today. I haven't put it up. It's called Know When to Call It Quits. And you know, I'm not a quitter. You know, I'm not a quitter at all. But there are times that you have to know that something's not going to work. And so I knew last night I came on and normally I have, you know, people come in and no one got that notification except for when I put it out at 3 o'clock. So tonight, the way I'm doing it now is I don't put out a notification sooner than 10 minutes. So I will put out a notification 10 minutes prior, and then I'll go on, but not before 10 minutes. Because if I do, I don't want what to happen last night.
What time was it scheduled for?
8:45.
And PM. And what time did you set up the schedule live? The day before?
No, it was about 2:45. Okay.
So when you are going live, as soon as you hit go live on StreamYards, you should get a notification from YouTube, say about 3 minutes. You should see it come across your own screen and says, you know, notification or something like that. Did you not see that?
Nothing.
I always check mine.
Yeah, nothing. And so I said, you know what? I'm just going to call it quits for the night. Big Tim was here. Big Tim was like one of the few that were here. And I knew it wasn't right. I knew something had happened. And so that was the only time I've ever put out like a 6-hour notification. So now I'm just doing it like 10 minutes and then I jump on.
Yeah, because some people schedule their lives week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ahead. Like I don't normally do that. I usually like do it 2 or 3 days before because I like to have all my my information in the description box. I like to have the thumbnail ready. I like to have all that pre-planned. But other than that, I just do it like a day or so. Hi, Mindorian. Oh, I love your name. That is beautiful.
It's a beautiful name. Beautiful. Yes, so how often are you doing your live streams?
So I'm supposed to do 3 times a week. However, I've been lazy. I'm not gonna lie, I've been lazy. And I've been doing them 2 times. This week, actually, I did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. My days are normally Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But because of my anniversary tomorrow, and then I'm going to take off the weekend, I'm not going to be live again until Tuesday. Monday, I actually have a job interview. This is my 4th interview on the same company. The same company, 4 times they've interviewed me. So now I'm like, do you want me or not?
Welcome, Guilford, my friend Guilford. I have not seen you forever. And Guilford, I wanted to tell you I loved what you did to your hair. I loved what you did to your hair. The last time you did a live stream, you looked fabulous. You looked wonderful. My friend Guilford is here. And welcome, Stamma, One Drop Drummer. Welcome, welcome. And it's wonderful to have you all here. I really, really appreciate it. And so you're going to go for your anniversary tomorrow, but you do 3 live streams a week normally. How long do your live streams last?
Very long. So I get on trying to think they're going to be 2 hours. It depends on what the conversation is. Yes. They can last from 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I've even done a 6-hour live before, which it did not seem like 6 hours because we were having fun in that live and we were playing games and we were talking. We were just, lollygagging. And before you know it, it was 6 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? So it depends on how it goes. But I normally try to do a 2-hour live in my mind. I always say it's going to be 2 hours. Sometimes it goes 2.5. Sometimes it goes 3, depending on the conversation.
But how, after that 6-hour live, did you have to go to bed?
No, because I had got on maybe at 4 in the afternoon, and then I got 10. So somebody else went live, and I probably went into their live, and so because I do support a lot of people, and I'm a moderator on a lot of channels, so I'll support. I don't care what your number is. You can be a small YouTuber, you can be a large YouTuber, you can be intermediate. Oh, hugs to you. I support everyone. And, that's how it's supposed to be,
Ray, it's Vern's Junk Closet. Vern's Junk Closet. Vern, can you drop your link in there? Can you drop your link? She's going to drop her link, Ray. She has a wonderful channel. Vern's channel is inspirational. It's informative. It's a lot of different things in one. She has great information, especially when it comes to YouTube. And I think I know you would absolutely love her channel. So she put her link in there. So hopefully you can connect.
I just dropped
it. But that's wonderful that you're able to do that long of 6 hours. But I have to tell you, I did a 5
not all the time, but once in a while we'll go that long.
See, for me, that's just too much. Number one, because I have my family and it's so busy and I have so much going on. But I did a 5-hour one about 2 weeks ago. And I have to tell you, I had to go to bed after. I was so tired. Welcome, Kabushi. Welcome, welcome.
See, especially when I'm giving out information, maybe it's different for me because when I'm giving out information, people are asking questions. So I did a live stream yesterday on rental property and how to become a Section 8 landlord. It was amazing. It was amazing. People were asking questions. It was very interactive. So
now, what's very, very big on Tybee Island is weekly rentals. The whole island now is covered with weekly rentals, and they're all booked up. And we were the only ones renting our house out, and everybody wanted our house because we were the only ones renting it out to other people, and now we're not doing that now. We're not doing that. But what do you think about weekly rentals?
Well, if you are a real estate investor, I think it may work for you if you are trying to have income, or if you are trying to, rent that property and it works for you. If you are a landlord, then that works for you. So I think it's good. I just don't have the patience myself. We'll see. Thank you, Mr. Positive. As long as you leave me a message, I will definitely get back to you. Because I have 2 channels. I also have VMAX Show. So I am extremely busy. But yeah, I enjoy YouTube and it's not work to me. I actually like doing it, but I was lazy this week because I just didn't feel like doing anything.
So I want to hear about the job interview that you're going out for.
So I work in finance.
I think you're definitely going to get it.
Oh, thank you. And I have this will be the fourth interview with them. And I'm like, okay. So we'll see. Unfortunately, I lost my job during the pandemic in November. I had worked the whole time. And then November came. It was like a week before Thanksgiving. And I know I totally wasn't expecting it. But, that was not the only job in the world. I'll find another one. And that's how you have to look at things. You can't think that this is the end all to be all. It's because it's not.
Right, right. I've always believed when one door closes, if you're within your divine purpose and your divine assignment, then a better door is going to open for you. And it had run its season. Sometimes we don't understand, but if we're not willing to make a change, then life will change on us so that we have to make that change. Otherwise, we get stuck. So look at that as a blessing. See, what happens to a lot of people is, there's seasons to our life, and we have to flow with the seasons. Some things stay the same, and some things change. But if we're unwilling to change when the season is changed, and we need to make that change, often something will happen that will push us out. And that kind of
Big
maybe is to you.
Big Tim and God We Trust. That's another awesome channel.
Yes, absolutely. And he's so supportive. Big Tim is so supportive. He really has been a great supporter of my channel, and as has so many others. He's been a great supporter. Great supporter.
And I tell people, there are some great people here on YouTube. Some of these people are so creative. I mean, it's like, what? But, you also have that area where you have people that are not so nice. When you get the mean, nasty comments. I had a young lady who was doing a clothing haul, and she's, a little larger girl. And she said, should I address this on my channel or not? And I said, why? I said, if you feel comfortable and you think you're beautiful, don't worry about what they think. But people were leaving nasty comments, delete and block. That's all you have to do. Don't stress out about that. The world is, life is too short to be worried about a comment somebody made on a computer that you don't even know.
Right.
So don't stress it.
I've had, Mr. Positive, are you going to leave me? Are you going to leave Vern and I? I hope not. Mr. Positive is wonderful. He does live streams, everybody, and I hope you connect with his channel. I really, really do. And we have Happy Meal Vlog and Lunemi Sage, Susanna Tokyo, Tech Nicholas. I think that you're going to meet all kinds of people with all kinds of personalities, but that's how it is in in-person life. And, it's much easier here on YouTube because you can block people. In person, you can't work with them. You can't block them. What are you going to do? So it's a lot easier here on YouTube. The only issue that I really have of late, I've had my trolls and all that, but of late, I've only had the issue with one person comes to my channel, and as soon as I put a video up, they don't even watch it. They give me a thumbs down. And I think I know who it is because I blocked them.
Oh, man.
But that's my only issue. That's pretty much my only issue right now. Welcome, Vitlax. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to you. And
yeah, but I get a lot of questions from a lot of content creators on what, and this is what I don't like. What can make my channel grow? How can I get views fast? And I'm like, why do you want to get it fast? How can I get monetized in 2 weeks? Why? Why do you want to be monetized that fast? What do you have in 2 weeks that you don't have now that you can't wait? You need to do it the right way. You need to learn the craft of being a content creator. You're doing it fast, but you're not doing it the correct way.
That's right.
Well, don't rush to get monetized. I say a good way of getting monetized is 6 months. At least a minimum of 6 months. That's like when you start a job. You can't go in here and be on the job 2 weeks and want to be the boss or the manager. It doesn't work like that. You have to work, craft it, become good at it, and then you can, go on to that. So I always say, take your time, do 6 months to see if you like it, and then prepare to get monetized. Oh, happy
Thank
meal
you, my
club.
friend. Thank you so much. Happy meal, happy meal, happy meal, happy meal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone, please connect with Happy Meal. There again, you have somebody who is a great supporter. Okay, when you have people that support your channel, they're going to support not just my channel, but they're going to be supportive of your channel. And so you want to connect with people. Happy Meal Blog TV. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You're amazing and you're wonderful. You know, what you give out to the world comes back, good or bad. And I
Right.
always tell people, if you want to grow your channel, you need to help each other grow your channel. But it's amazing. I see people that don't want to help other people because, well, they don't want them to get
Mm-hmm.
ahead of them. But I always say, I hope you get ahead of me because then I can make some more friends on your channel. You
I say
know,
the same thing.
I don't
The
want to go to
exact
someone
same thing.
that only has a couple of friends because I'm only, but if I go to somebody with a big channel, I'm gonna make a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I want other people to succeed. But the people that don't want other people to succeed, whether it's in-person life or virtual life, they don't grow in life. They may grow a little bit, but they stagnate. They don't have
Yep.
happy relationships or anything. And, I always was a giver. I always gave from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I always say that's why God blessed me. I've always been blessed. Welcome, welcome, JB. Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
Um,
JB, in
what's
the
his, thank you,
desert.
JB. How's your boss, JB? The one, how's your boss doing? He said his boss was watching my video one day.
And I said that today on my live stream. I said, it's like a boomerang. If you give out goodness and you give out love and you give out positivity, you get it back. So when you throw a boomerang, it comes back. But if you throw out that negativity and nasty and daggers, you're also going to get that back.
When
So
they come back.
that love. I said that today.
It's sort of like what I call it. Now, I don't know if this is the right term for it, the bashing channels, where you go in there and they're just
Mm-hmm.
fighting back and forth
The
and
beef
they're
sector.
bashing. And right. And then they go and they
Mm-hmm.
talk bad about other people on other channels. And then they start making
Mm-hmm.
videos about it. And then they're doing all this stuff. I mean, it's why? What's the purpose? It
Yeah, I
drains.
don't have time.
You want to leave a channel feeling good, not feeling drained. And when I left channels like that, I felt drained.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, you go to a bigger channel or you go to a channel that's smaller than you. I want you to grow and to thrive, because then when you get big, you could be like, wow, I remember when she helped me. And you can help me out. So I'm like you. I always try to elevate people. I always try to help them get to that next level of what they want to achieve. And that's what you need to do.
Yes. Well, you have that spirit of
Giving.
giving, of
Mm-hmm.
giving, and a lot of people don't have that spirit. Of course, we have to give in the right way, but the spirit of giving. I always said, to my single friends, I said, first of all, if you want to meet somebody, get busy living your own best life. Take your mind off of meeting someone. Get busy developing yourself, enjoying your career, traveling, having fun. Build your own best life. But be
Mm-hmm.
open to a relationship, but don't be looking for one. But I said one of the things that I did in my whole life, I was loving out to the world. I was never without a boyfriend. Not one time in my early life. I was never without a boyfriend. And then I met my husband, and it's because I was loving. I was loving out to
Mm-hmm.
the world. And I always say, if you want to meet somebody and fall in love, go be loving. Go be loving. Welcome, Filipino Raquel. Welcome, welcome. If you're loving, love is going to come back to you. Okay, it's going to have
Right.
a boomerang effect. And if you
Believe
want to
that
grow your
too.
channel, help other people grow their channel. Welcome, John Womack. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, John.
So, Vern, what would you do? I want to go to Tybee tomorrow or the next day. I have to drive by myself. I won't have my kids with me. I won't have my husband with me. My husband's going to be down there over the weekend with my daughter. But my daughter can't leave when I leave. What would you suggest? Because I-95, I'm so scared on I-95, and I can't take an alternative route. Should I go? Should I not go?
How far is the drive?
5.5 hours.
That's a long time by yourself. If I
Five
mean,
and a half.
unless you're comfortable driving that long. I mean,
Well,
I'm
I'm
not.
a
I don't
good
like that.
driver. I'm a comfortable driver. This is the thing. I don't mind driving. I enjoy driving. But I-95 is, I don't know if you heard earlier when I was talking about it, but it's not the same. It's a 2 lane on each side, but it's massive traffic because you have traffic coming from the south and traffic coming from the north. You're on I-95 for about 3.5 hours of your
Wow.
trip. And when I tell you that people drive crazy, I'm not talking like fast driving or anything. I'm talking bizarre driving, like driving on the side of the road at 90 miles an hour and then cutting in front of you. That's what they're doing because there's no state troopers out. And it's very scary. So, but
You can't take anyone with you?
no, it's just me. If I go, it'll just be me tomorrow. And I don't know if I've ever gone on a trip to Tybee by myself. I don't think I
And
ever
then you have to come back by yourself.
have to come back by
So
myself. Yep.
that's something you have to consider. And is it just 2 days?
No, I'd probably be down there about 4.
Oh, that's nice. And then the
Yeah,
weather. Have you seen how the weather will be?
beautiful.
So it's something to get away. I mean, it's either you go
Beautiful.
and enjoy it or you don't because of that. But
See, I
that's 10
have to say
hours.
something here because now we have, now we're going to be going back and forth, and I can't, like, I'm just going to have to deal with it. I'm a very cautious driver, very careful driver, but I'm going to have to this is part of my adventure. Part of, when you have an adventure, it's not just like, say, for example, your adventure is going to Hawaii, but that's not just the only part of your adventure.
Right.
The parts of your adventure is packing your suitcase
Oh,
and
yeah.
getting ready and getting in the car and getting on, and all the stuff that happens and then getting on the plane. That's part of the adventure. Don't discount those parts of your adventure. I told my husband, I said, this is a whole
It
new
all
adventure
counts.
for us. And the remodeling part is part of the adventure. It's part of the excitement. Don't like, well, I don't want to have fun until I get there. No, enjoy the whole part of it.
Everything. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
everything.
I went to Bermuda twice, and I loved everything from getting ready to go to getting there to the train ride because I had to take the train to New York City. Then I had to get from New York City to the boat. Then we had to take a taxi. We had to take a train, but it was amazing.
Yeah. You remember that. You remember that. I mean,
Everything,
I
even the
remember,
bad parts.
yeah, because it makes it when you look back on those parts, And so when I go on, like when I did the video of me going down there, I basically I talked about all the crazy drivers and everything. You talk. It's all part of it. It's all part of it.
Did they repave the road or what happened? You said no. It's
The
just
road is now good. The road, they used to have chuck holes in it, but they've redone the road, but it's only 2 lanes. So you know how there's a lot of traffic, and it's a main interstate from up north. You
yeah.
have
We
to go.
have it up here at 95. Yeah.
You have to go through South Carolina to get anywhere. So on the East Coast. So you have all these northern drivers. You have all these ones coming from the south. So you have both like constant wrecks and constant crazy people because I think they now know that there's no state troopers out there like there used to be, and so they're using it as a racetrack, and they're putting people's lives in danger. So it's really scary. But there again, I can't stop my life, because this is part of my life, so I just have to use caution and be careful and all that, and so hopefully I'll be okay.
How is school going for you, or are you done?
School is not done. I'm doing fantastic. I'm considered one of the one of the higher students. That I've made my one of my classes. I've already completed it, even though I completed it a month and a half early. I have 107. My grade point in that class, my GPA in that class is 107.4. How I got
Okay.
107.4, I don't know. But I have straight A's except for one class. And the class was a higher level math.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people flunked it, but I got a high B in it, but I really struggled with it. And I've had tutoring with it, and it's been a really, really challenging class.
What are you taking, and what do you get? Are you getting a bachelor's, master's? What are you?
Well, I went back to school because I wanted to. I was thinking about going. Well, the long story short, I went back to school because I got lost. And I ended up in the parking lot of a university, and I went in to ask directions. And then my truck, I was driving a truck at the time, and it got stuck in the parking lot because someone wedged me in and I couldn't get out. So I went back in and I said, by the way, can I apply at the college here? I'm 62 years old at that time. And they said, what do you want to study? I said, well, I think maybe I want to be an attorney. I want to be a lawyer. I don't know, I just said that. So I had to take additional classes, and I'd already taken the LSAT years ago, many, many years ago, but I think it's been so many years that I have to take it.
Refresher.
So I don't know. You know what? I'm there to be an eternal learner. I'm probably going to be in college forever, but I ended up with a full, after I got in college, I ended up with a full ride scholarship, which was unbelievable. And so I have to maintain a certain grade average to keep that scholarship. So I want to transfer out. There's a major university in our state, and it's the biggest and nicest university. And I want to transfer out, if not in the fall, probably in January.
But what are you
So
taking? Are you going for a lawyer, or are you taking something else?
I'm just taking a lot of different courses. Well, no, I'm taking law courses, is pre-law. Pre-law is what I'm
Okay.
taking. So it's all pre-law.
Nice.
Well, I thought about changing and taking like something to do with video editing, but they didn't really
Okay.
have anything that appealed to me. So I thought, well, but I don't think I'll become a lawyer.
Mhm.
That's not, I mean, at 63 years old, I'm just really back in school because I want to have fun and enjoy it and be an eternal learner. So I don't think I'll go to law school, but I could,
Now, are you on campus, or you do online?
both.
Okay.
Yeah, right now with the way they're doing it, they're giving us the option to stay home and do it if we want, but I don't know how long that's going to last.
Hmm.
I mean, everything has changed. Our world has changed, but in a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
ways, it's changed for the better. Think about it. Where a lot of people are now telecommuting more than ever, and that's
Hmm.
kind of nice.
Yeah. I would love to stay home and work, but this job I actually have to go into. If I get it, I'll have to go into the to an office.
Oh, I believe you'll get it.
Everybody's saying that, so I'm just saying okay. And what
If
it
you're
is, what it
qualified,
is. If I get it, great. If I don't, I don't. I'm not even stressing it.
let me tell you a little story, and I don't recommend you do this with this job. Okay, I'm just going to tell you a little story. Many years ago, we were living in Europe, and I had just finished working for the Americans over there. I just finished a job, and we had moved to Bavaria. And so, welcome, cooking, welcome, welcome. And so, we had just moved to Bavaria, and somehow my old application was still in the system, and so they called me up and they offered me a job for the public affairs, and it was
Wow.
public affairs. And I really wasn't qualified, although I had a lot of qualifications. I wasn't qualified for that particular job. I'd never done public affairs before. I'd done legal office, but never public affairs. And so I found out there was 37 I was number 37 in the applications. So I decided I didn't want the job because I was exhausted from the other one. We were in Bavaria. I just wanted to have a good time. I wanted to travel. I didn't want to be committed to a job. So I went on the interview. I teased my hair up real high. I put high heels on, a big, bright polka dotted dress, red lipstick, and I went in and I just was fun. And there had been a volunteer at my other office that I had worked at. His name was Bob. And Bob was kind of a little bit senile. And he would like pick up the phone and then he would hang it up on people, but he was real flamboyant. And so I decided to be Bob in a dress, And so I went in on this job interview and I pretended I was Bob in my mind. Do you know I ended up getting the job? It was one of the best jobs I had ever had. I mean, it wasn't like a real job. It was a real job, but we got to go to castles. We got to entertain, people at castles and things like that. I mean, it was an amazing, amazing job.
Thank you, Chris O, for sharing. How are you?
Thank you, my friend Chris O. He always shares us out. Anyone that does not have Chris O Gaming, please connect with Chris O Gaming. You will love him. Yeah, JB, it was really something. He was funny. Bob was funny. He was a very old man and he was very flamboyant, and I loved him. But I ended up getting that job, Vern, because I was comfortable. I went in, I had a good time on the interview. I was just at ease. And I think it didn't matter to me that I got the job, whether I got it or whether I didn't get it. And exactly. I think that attitude out of 37 applicants got me the job.
That's what I am. I'm like, if I get it, okay, I'm going to do my best. I'm not going to not try to get it, but I'm not stressing if I don't get it.
Right. I think it's important to be comfortable. And they know that there's a certain element of discomfort because you're being interviewed,
4 times.
Yeah, but that's a good thing because they've called you back 4 times. Many years ago, I worked in Hollywood, and part of when you went out for an acting part, one of the things you didn't usually ever get the acting part the first time around. And if you didn't get it, you would get callbacks. You would have to go back callbacks. And sometimes it was multiple callbacks, many callbacks. But if you could get to that 3rd callback, you knew that, you had a good chance of getting it.
So how are your channels going? All of them, because you have 4, right?
I have 5.
5. How are they going?
They're going fine. The other channels, other than asking people from my channel, hey, go over there. If you connect with me on all 5 of my channels, the links are pinned to the top of the comments section of all my daily videos. If you connect the right way, I will be back to your channels with all 5 channels for every channel that you've commented on. And the thing about it is they are slowly, the Grandma's Porch has about 309 subscribers. Grandma's House, I think, has 90. Grandma's Adventures has 82. And the latest one has 12. That's called What Would Mom Say? DIANNA BRIANNE FAIRCHILD. Okay. And so I'm letting them grow completely on their own, completely without doing anything other than putting up the videos. So I'm putting up the videos, I'm trying to see what I'm basically doing with each channel is I put the same video up, but I use different tags and I use different titles to see what draws in, the algorithm.
So what's the purpose of so many channels? Are you trying to become like a full-time content creator and get monetized on all of them?
No, I don't think I'm not concerned with getting monetized on the other channels. I think I'm just kind of using them as a backup for people to know that they can connect with me. There are people actually that like to connect with a smaller channel. I have people over there from my that came from my main channel that really never comment over on my main channel, which is this one, but they only comment over there. And so I think they feel like when they come over here, they're lost. But over there, they feel like it's more intimate.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the year. I'm at, I think, 4450. But I believe, and this is just my thought, I should at least be at 7,000 by now. But something happened with the algorithm that we're not growing as fast as we used to. Besides the growth streams, my channel was already growing. I think, and this again, it's just my belief that because of the pandemic with the celebrities and everything coming over, I think that may have something to do with it. I could be wrong. That's just my assumption.
No, I totally agree. And let me tell you this, friend. I don't know if you heard this earlier, but like Brenda Land, I'm on her panel almost every day. Nordazar, I'm on her panel almost every day. And do you know that every day I have to go back and resubscribe? Resubscribe. So if they're doing that, like to me, to them, they've got to be doing it the other way around. So because when I go to bed, I grow about 100 subscribers a day, and I wake up with somewhere between 10 and 20. So they take about 80 of them from me. And so they take the largest portion from me. And it's rare. I mean, I haven't seen where they've not taken people from me in a long time. They take the majority of the people that I earned the day before.
From this channel.
Yes. Yeah. They
Have you considered getting the membership yet? Or you still thinking on it, or you just gave up?
I don't think I'm going to do the memberships at this time. I'm just too busy with so much going on with college. I think if I wasn't going to college, I could do it. But like Monday, I sat and I did schoolwork from 8 in the morning until midnight. And
wow.
All day. And I was writing one paper after the other. So I think taking that on right now may not be the wisest choice. But, you know, I try to come on most days if I can. I do.
Hey, Wide family.
Welcome, Wide family. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Wide says I lost 20 subs over the past 2 days. Wide family, I probably lost 160 over the last 2 days and gained 40. So that's kind of, you know, I was growing at about 250 a day before what happened. And what was it, 6 months ago, Vern? And I was growing at about, I was growing fast.
Yeah, you're growing fast, yeah.
I didn't lose anybody. I did not lose anybody. And then once that happened, I had the glitch. I could not grow. Then they took 1,000 from me, and I could not grow. I could not grow even by one. Even though I was getting new people coming in every day, I could not grow. Welcome, Pete. Welcome, Pete. Welcome, welcome. Great to see you here. I haven't seen you in a long time, Peach. I did catch your comment though the other night on my video. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy Meal says, me too. I lost a lot of subs too, so I'm just doing slowly and take it easy. This is what I think. This is what I think. I think they base it on the size of your channel. And if you grow too many in one day, they take them away. That's what I think. That's the conclusion I've come to. So, for example, based on the size of my channel, if I'm growing at 100 a day, they feel like I only have a right to 20. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because when you first start out as a content creator, if you have, say you're trying to subscribe to 100 people, but only 30 people subscribe to you, you'll get this message and it'll say, you cannot subscribe to more people that have subscribed to you. Now that I have seen, but now as we met that milestone, we're monetized, we shouldn't be in a hole. But I do notice that I lose about maybe 3 to 5, but I was at 4,000 for like at least a good 2 months, like literally stayed at 4,000. I would go up 4,002 and come back down. But now I'm at 4,450. But now I seem like I'm kind of like steady, because I'll go up to 4,460 and then I'll come back down to 4,455. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't even look at the numbers anymore. I just make my content. I make it for my followers, and then I make it for me. I make sure I'm putting out quality. I make sure I'm giving out, you know, information, and I just have fun. I don't even worry. What it is what it is, because I have a lot of members. I have a lot of members. So I'm happy with it, you know.
You know, if and when I go to do that, Vern, I think what I'll do is I'll contact you about it and find out exactly what I really should be doing and what I should do, and be more informed. Right now, I'm not informed enough,
Okay.
and so I don't want to make a decision based on being uninformed. But in time, when I have the time to do it, I'll contact you so that you can kind of be my mentor.
Uh-oh. Wide family said, I'm trying so hard to get there now. They are holding my hours saying there's something wrong or an error. Wide family, if you have Instagram, I'm more than happy to walk you through it, or you look at your channel with you. You don't need to give me a password or anything. I'll just look at it from my end, and you can see your numbers. I should be the Empress 19 on Instagram. It's up to you. I am known as the YouTube cheerleader only because I like to help people and give out information. So you're more than welcome to reach out to me on Instagram. Again, the Empress 19, or you can type in Vern's Junk Closet, or you can look on my banner on my YouTube channel, and my link is there also.
Yes, yes. And Vern, I think I've heard wide family, I have heard that that is going on. Somebody got wiped out of all their watch hours the other day. I think it was Lisa. She's
Oh
not here.
wow.
Lisa's Adventures. She got
Mm-hmm.
they completely wiped her out of all of her watch hours. And she wasn't the only one. There's been a
Was she
couple
going for
other.
monetization, or she's monetized?
She wasn't monetized, but she was on
Oh
her way to
wow.
be monetized. And there are other, and I mean, we have to keep our 4,000 watch hours up too, right? Per year, even though
Have
we're
to keep it
monetized.
maintained. We don't have to gain it again. But as long as you're going live and you're uploading content,
Hmm.
your watch hours are roll.
Hmm. Hmm. But I have heard that some people are getting wiped out of their watch hours, and I mean, but I just think you just got to keep rolling with it. People get discouraged. It was very easy, when in December, and I told you what happened in December when
Mhm,
when I had the glitch and I contacted YouTube, and then we were going back and forth, and then
mhm.
one of the, because I had several different people that I was talking to, and the one person said, "Oh yeah, right here. Let me show you," because they pulled it up on the screen and sent me a screenshot. You have 26,000 as of December 5th. 26,000. And I said, "Well, where are they?" They said, "Well, we deleted them and they didn't calculate in, and we deleted them and they called them spam."
Right,
26. I had 26,000. They
right.
deleted over 13,000 at the time because I was at 12.2 because they'd taken 1,000 from me. I was at 12.2, and well, they'd taken about 800 from me, and then they kept taking it from me. I would gain another 200 and they would take it. So really it was a lot more than 1,000 they took
Mm.
from me. But then they told me, "Yeah, we took all of those from you."
Well, I'm here to answer any questions if somebody has questions about YouTube in general. Because I want you guys to make sure there are guidelines to follow in this. If you are monetized, you actually have a direct access link to YouTube support. If you're in your studio and you click the question mark, you can actually get a live chat person, and it's in any country because it gives you the countries. You just click on it. But if you're not monetized, this is really hard for you to contact, but you should try to contact them through Twitter. That would be your best bet. So if Wide Family wants to contact YouTube, you would need to go through Twitter. But if you want me to help you out to see if there's something, maybe I can tell you what to work on. I'm more than happy to help you.
Yes. Welcome, John. I'm trying to give you a blue wrench. And Alarino, you're here. Welcome, welcome. And let
Happy
me get,
Meal Blog said, I decided not to put on my join button. I feel like it's too much responsibilities because I don't do a lot of live stream. I do a lot of premieres.
yeah.
Do I do a lot of premieres. Do I am just too busy like Diana? If it's not for you, it's not for you.
So let me ask you this: what do you think about premieres? Because everyone's telling me to do premieres, but I'm not doing premieres because I don't really have the time.
Mhm.
But what do you think about premieres?
So I love premieres now because now I better understand it. So when you do a premiere video, instead of you just uploading it and to go out live, you can schedule it. When you schedule it, of course you're going to schedule it for the time that you're available. But if your video is like 15 minutes or less, it because you're monetized, it should be 8 minutes or more. But if it's 15 minutes or less, that's only 15 minutes out of your day that you have to be there. If you have a premiere and you can't be there, you need to make sure you have great mods that can actually run the stream while you're not there. That's the whole reason of doing a premiere. So the host already did the video, but you're in the stream and you can actually talk to your people. You actually get more views because if you promote it out, those people will come to that premiere. Hey, I'm having a premiere at 2:00. Can you come over? So I actually love premieres, and most of mine are, the only things that I do like quick fast is like a short. Now that I don't premiere.
So what do you think about the shorts?
I think it can work for some channels, and I think that it doesn't do anything for some. So for my burns, because I'm monetized and I already have a following, it doesn't do much. I mean, I still get my normal 100, 200 followers on my shorts, period. So it's not really boosting it. But on my VMAT, it would help a lot because it's still a newer channel. It doesn't have a lot of people over there. I think I got 525 people over there. So it helps it on that end. But shorts can be good for some channels depending on if the short is related to your theme on your channel. Some people, they get thousands and thousands and thousands of views on it, and some people don't. So I say you have to do at least 7 to 10 shorts to see if it works for your channel. You can't just go by the first one or the second one, because there's two things about a short. It either has to go on the short shelf through YouTube, or it has to go on your channel where you upload it and you put it in your playlist. So those are two different things. So you have to know the difference. So when you put it on the short shelf, it goes out all of YouTube. A lot of people can see it. This is where you can get a lot of views on that. But if you put it in a playlist, a lot of people won't see it because it's in that playlist. But you have to figure out what's good for you. So like on my Verns, I don't care. It can go wherever. But on my VMAC, I make sure it's on the short shelf. That's through YouTube. And that, again, the video has to be vertical and it has to be a minute or less. I say do it 55 instead of 1 minute, because they usually tackle on a minute or two on each end either way. So I never do a full 60. I always do a little bit short. And some of you may not know that your characters for your shorts should be 24 characters in the box in your title. So it should have whatever your title is going to be, and then the hashtag sign and the word shorts. That all count as part of the 24 characters.
So I want to ask you this question. We know your goal is to make 10,000 by year end, but I want to ask you kind of a different question in reference to your channel. Let's make it a 2 to 5 year vision. How do you, not anything to do with numbers, but what do you want your channel to be specifically in 2 to 5 years? Do you want the content to remain the same, or do you want it to be different?
I want it to be known as a financial, educational channel. That's my goal. And I want people to be able to come there and get information that they could use right after if I'm doing a live, right after the live, they can go put in the process exactly what I told them. If I do a video, I do a lot of videos on YouTube information. I give you information that can help your channel right then and there. If you have 100 subscribers, do you know you can get a customized URL? Do you know that? Do you know that you can change your channel in the settings to the YouTube license, where only YouTube can use your videos and not Creative Commons? If you have it as a Creative Commons, anybody can take your video and use it and, do what they want. But if you have the YouTube license clicked, you have to make your channel, is it in the category of entertainment? Like, you have to do these. YouTube doesn't do this for you. You have to do all this. Once you're monetized, do you know every time that you do a video upload or a premiere or either a live stream, you have to turn on your monetization?
Yeah.
Some people don't know this.
Yeah.
And that's why I like to give them this information, because it helps. You're losing money, especially if you're monetized and you're not putting on your ads. That's the whole reason you want to be monetized. That's why you have to sign that contract.
So you see yourself 2 to 5 years from now. So how will your channel 2 to 5 years from now look? How will it look in reference to how it looks now?
I don't know offhand, but like I said, I just want it to be known as, oh, that is the information channel to go for YouTube and financial education. Again, elevate, educate, and inform. That is my main thing I want to give out to the channel. And that's on my banner. If you read my about section, that's there.
You know, 2 years from now, I mean, think about this. 2 years from now, you could be at 100,000. You know,
I'm glad you said that.
Impossible dreams are possible. Impossible dreams are possible. Impossible dreams are possible. So remember that. You could be at 100,000.
I that's what I said. I don't know what. I started this channel in 2015.
Yep.
Well, I take that back. I started the VMAC channel in 2015. At that time, it was just under my name. I started this one in 2019, and I said, I'm just going to go be a content creator. I said, by 2020, I'll probably have, I swear to you not, I said, by 2020, I'll probably have 100 followers. Lo and behold, I'm monetized. I'm almost at 5. So anything can happen in 2 years. So, you know, looking at 2 compared to what I did when I first started, you know, it depends on how your channel takes off. Yeah. Like, I don't know how long you had your channel, but you're at what, 13,000, 14,000 right now?
I've been public. I came up a year ago with 200 subscribers. So I grew.
Did you think that you would be where you are now?
Oh, no. You know what? This is when I came up in actually January, but I really didn't get off the ground until about March of a year ago, because I had 200 subscribers and they were all people I knew except for one. And I don't even know how that one found me on here, because my videos were not titled. They were not tagged. I mean, you know, but I left them open to the public. Anyhow, I had 200 subscribers, and I said, you know, if I could get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I would be thrilled. And of course, here I am, you know, here I am. But, you know, I think that it's possible. You know, you have to remember there are people that come on here. I was watching one channel one night. It was an old couple, and they've got about 150,000 on their channel. And what happened? Her husband put up like how to make a shed video for his friends, because he couldn't put it over on Facebook for some reason, so he put it up on YouTube. And somehow that video went viral, and he ended up now they're like this old couple that do videos all the time, and they do it about
amazing.
Yeah. So you just never know. You need, you know, it's that one video. All you need is one video to get you there. But this is the other thing that people make mistake. People that get a viral video often don't have any backup videos. So what are people to watch? They just have the one video. You know, so you want to have a lot of content, good content out there.
Right. And I tell people that all the time. It only takes one video to go viral. And that's probably the video that you put up that you just say, oh, I'm just going to throw this up just to be putting up content. That would probably be the video that go viral. Okay, for me, when I started getting serious, I put out a video, and it was about the family that went to Disney World that started a fight. And actually, I did not want to do it. But I said, let me just talk about it. And lo and behold, that started taking off. And I basically was almost getting into a reactionary channel. And I didn't want that at the time. So I started making green content. I started changing it around. And then I did a video again on finance. I did it on a Susu. And that video took off. I think it's almost at 80,000. I think I'm at 79 something. I'm almost at 80,000. Then they kept asking me to do another one. I did another one. That one is at like almost 60,000. And then I did another one. That one's almost like, I think maybe 4,000 or 5,000. But I wasn't expecting that to take off at all. And for me to have, at the time it was at like 500, and boom, it just started taking off. It just started going to 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. I'm like, where's this video coming from? Who has this on their page? Why is it? So I don't know. But when it started getting up in the 20s and 30s and 10, I actually did a video on it, how I got to 10,000 views on one video. You never know how that video is going to take off. Yeah. Just don't know. And just keep putting out positive content, like you said, and people will ask you, please do an updated video on that video. Can you give me more information? And that's how it started.
So, Vern, you could be very well at 100,000 2 years from now. And so, I think the thing is, it's better to dream the impossible dream
Oh yeah.
because you're going to reach higher if you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that. I believe, we could both be, at 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't know. There was this one of my, I have a mentor here on YouTube, and I told you all about him. He has 4 million subscribers. He's a friend of mine. And he was really the one
And I
that
have
really
been going to him, and he is awesome.
isn't he? Oh, don't you just love him?
He is awesome.
He's incredible. He's a personal friend of mine, and his channel content is amazing. So if you make amazing content, people are going to find you. That's why he has almost 4 million subscribers. But anyhow, I had this other mentor, but she wasn't a personal friend. She was just somebody I watched. And she was an old lady, not old lady, she was my age. Okay, so I guess that's old. But anyhow, she would come on, and she'd just come on from her kitchen. She didn't have a thumbnail. She didn't have a beginning. She didn't have an ending. She had almost 200,000 subscribers. She lived in South Carolina, and she just said, well, come on in my kitchen, and we're going to talk. And then her husband died, and then she got sick, and she died. And so her son took over the channel. And so now her son has taken over the channel. But I loved, she was just a simple person. I mean, when I say simple, very down to earth. She just talked down to earth stuff. It wasn't anything
comfortable and being yourself.
Just being yourself. And she made it to 200,000. So, I mean, even though I have vidIQ and I do all the right things, there was one, I went to one a channel, and they had a video that had about 3 million on it, 3 million views. And vidIQ gave them, because the vidIQ shows you what other people's ratings are. And vidIQ gave them a really low rating. It was 10%, but yet they had 3 million views.
The guy last year, Dad, how do I? April 1st, he made his first video. Boom, took off, monetized. He had millions of views, and I think he may be at, last time I looked, he was at 3 or 4 million views. I don't even know, because I don't go to his channel anymore like that. But when he first came out, I did, but he took off so fast. I'm like, yeah, I want to grow organically, and I want people to know me, and I want to know my people. So it's not so much that I need to have 100,000 by tomorrow. I don't want that. I'm happy with my 4,500. I'm happy with my 80 members. I'm happy where I am.
You want to enjoy the journey. You want to enjoy the journey.
I am enjoying it. I'm not rushing to get anywhere. If I get there, but I'm not rushing. And I tell people, don't compare yourself to somebody else's. Oh, Brianna is at 13,000. I should be at 13,000. No, that's not for me right now. I will get there when I get there.
That's right. Your channel, the way I tell people is, you never compare your channel.
Never.
Whether you have 10 subscribers or 1 million, you're not comparable. You are an individual with an individual. You're an individual superstar. Look at yourself as a superstar, not arrogantly, but look at yourself as a superstar. That you're, just because you have 10 subscribers, you may have amazing content. It's just not got out there yet. And so with our 10 subscribers, know that your content is amazing, and that what you're doing is amazing, whether anyone watches it or not. When I came on here, if you go back, to like 11 years ago and start watching some of those videos, many of them are not titled. They're not tagged. They have the numbers, what they put the numbers in the top of it. If you don't put a title in there. And they were for my kids. They were mommy's wisdom. And I mean, you'll see me. Sometimes I would do a silly one, like Harper Valley PTA, Diana Brianne style. You go back. Did you see that one?
I think I saw that one. I saw that one, and I did see that one. I did, because I left.
That was like 11 years ago. And so I just started doing them for my family and for my friends and for my kids. And I had a good time. And then a year ago, I said, you know what? Several people kept saying, you need to go public, where you make them for the public. I said, well, how do I do that? They said, well, you need a thumbnail. You need to put a title on there. You need a beginning and an ending. And so that was how I got started.
And
I didn't
I
know what
just
I was
want
doing.
people, yeah, I just want people to know me when they come to my channel. And this is how I feel about it right now. When people come to my channel, first of all, they feel welcome, they feel loved. When people leave my channel, they're always like, I love coming to your channel. And I have great followers. I literally,
You
I
do.
always say
You
I have the
do.
best. I have the best subscribers on YouTube because my people know me. And when I go to someone else's chat, oh, they know me in there. And they're like, oh my God, the YT cheerleaders here. And I don't want to disturb them, but they are so happy
Hmm.
that I'm
Hmm.
there. And I'm there to help them. I'm there to show them love. So that part I'm happy about, that my channel is known as, she's going to give you information, she's going to be helpful, and I'm happy with that. I don't,
You
of
are a
course I
very
want to
giving,
get there, but I'm not rushing.
you're a very giving person. You're a very loving person, and you're a very informed person.
Mm-hmm.
And that combination is really a product of success.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things, I did a video. I haven't put it up yet. It's called "Success versus Failure," and failure quits while success keeps on going. And that's the difference, because if you have a right goal, now we're not talking a wrong goal. If you have a wrong goal and you keep on going, you're going to go in a wrong direction. But if it's a right goal and you keep on going, you're eventually going to be successful. So you have to keep on going. But a lot of people throw in the towel. They say, I don't want to do this. It's too much work, whatever. I don't look at it as work. I love what I do. If I never grow again, I love what I do. I love what I do. I love being here. I go back to my original reason. This is all for my kids. This is all for my kids. When I die or whatever happens someday, my kids will be able to easily click on a button and say, even though I have all these backed up, every video I have is backed up on DVD. But I have to, because I don't do the cloud. I just do DVD. I buy all those DVDs and I back them all up. So every one of my wisdom videos, every one of my inspirational videos, every one of my videos are backed up. And but my kids can go to YouTube, say, what would mom say? And they click on that and they type in a topic and there's mom. And that's
But
why.
also, if you have a smaller channel, I'm going to use me for instance, 4,400, but I have a friend that has 26,000. This is the difference. She started out before me, but I grew my people that know me. She's more of a reaction channel, but guess what? She doesn't have members. I'm her only member, but also when she goes live, she doesn't have anybody in her live. So you see, to me, I feel I am a more successful channel than her. But yes, she has millions of views, and yes, she has 26,000 followers. But is she successful?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and Vern, one of the things I'm finding, Vern, is that now I've gone on a couple channels that have 100,000, and they asked me to come up on panel, but there's nobody in their stream. And I tried to figure it out. With 100,000, why do they have like maybe 5 people in their stream? And I think that, and this is just my personal view, I think some of them are bots that they bought, that you buy them, bots, or if they're not bots, they're the ones where it's like a club and you connect, you subscribe and they subscribe, but they're really not friends. They're not interested in your content.
That's right.
So you don't really have friends. I'm more interested, like you are, to make really great friends here.
And people come in your chat, like, you seen Happy Meal Blog, you know them, you know what their videos are. And that's what I want. And I'm not going to say when we get bigger that we are still going to be that, because you won't. Because you're so big, you're not going to know everybody. You're not going to remember everybody. You're not going to be able to support everybody. So once you start growing, it's a different level you have to go to.
Yes. See, my only, right now I answer every single comment. I go to everybody's channel and I watch a video. I do all that. It takes me about 2 hours before I go to bed to do all that. But I have to say, I don't know at what point I'm not going to be able to do that. I will always read comments, always put hearts, things like that. But right now I answer every single comment. So I don't know if,
Well, with 5 channels, you're not going to be able to answer everybody. You're going to miss people here and there. And part of it, as you start to grow, look at the movie stars. They don't answer every letter that they get or every email.
But right now I'm able to do it, and it's really connected me to people that I think will be lifelong YouTube friends. And so I like that part. In the future, when I may not be able to do that when
Hmm.
if my channel continues to grow like that. So we'll see. Well,
Wow.
Vern, I think I'm about ready to
Me too. I
go.
was just gonna say I'm getting ready to go.
I know I'm tired tonight, and I still don't know whether I'm leaving tomorrow or leaving Friday, and or even if I'm leaving. So I
Mhm.
don't know. So we'll see. We'll see.
If you do,
But
be safe. Okay.
thank you, my friend. And of course, I'll do video.
I was gonna say, would you do something while you're up there? Will you tape while you're up there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. If the one thing that I see my channel changing, I will always be about wisdom. I will always be about inspiration, always. But if you ask me 2 to 5 years from now, what I'd like to see myself doing, I would like to see my channel incorporate, and I haven't, one of my channels is called Grandma's Adventures. I
Hmm.
want to incorporate my adventures in life. Oh, is that a dog or is that a cat? Do you have a
That's
dog
a
behind
cat.
you?
A
Oh,
cat.
how precious, how wonderful.
She's huge.
Oh, oh, hello, kitty. Hello, hello.
She just jumped up.
Oh
Ah.
my goodness. But I think for me, I want to bring that element. I want to bring my family really doesn't want to be on YouTube at this point, but I want to kind of bring more of my life, my non-wisdom, and I want to
Hmm.
always be wisdom inspirational, but I want to kind of bring in parts of my, like what I did at Tybee,
Hmm.
other parts of my life, and I like
People
that part.
love travel videos. People love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, and they like when things go wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
they like
yeah.
when things
That's why
go
you
wrong.
have bloopers.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Well, thank you, my beautiful,
You're
beautiful friend.
welcome. Good
Happy
night. Be safe,
anniversary to
and
you.
I'll be looking out for you.
Happy anniversary to you, my
Thank
friend. Oh my
you.
gosh, thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Vern. Everyone,
Everybody in
go
the chat.
make sure
Okay.
you
Bye bye.
put your link in, Vern.
Okay, I
Again.
will. Thank you. Bye
Thank you,
bye,
my friend.
everybody.
Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Love you too.
Well, everyone, I think Kubo, welcome, welcome, Kubo. I'm going to give you a blue wrench, even though I'm going to go in a couple of minutes. I'm going to give you a blue wrench so that you can drop your link if you would like. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you most of all to Vern for being such an amazing co-host with me tonight. I truly, truly appreciate you. Anyone that's not connected to Vern, please connect to Vern. I hope you all enjoyed. And, if I'm here tomorrow, I will likely come on at some point. If I'm not here and I'm traveling tomorrow, then, whenever I get to my destination, I will likely be on live. So I really don't know yet because I don't quite know whether I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow or not go to the beach. But either way, I make my content and I put my content up. So thank you all for your wonderful, amazing support. Thank you for being you. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. Just keep enjoying your life, keep being your best self, and just enjoy life. Okay. Thank you for being here. May God bless you. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about my channel. Give me a thumbs up on the way out. And also remember, I have 5 channels. You can find the links over on under any of my videos, my daily videos, my last video I put up. Click on each link, connect the right way. And when I go to do my comments, all 5 of my channels will come back to you. Okay. So hopefully I'll talk to you all again soon. So may God bless you and good night.